as possible. Maggie is wondering, she's got an interesting project, the Freedom Rock Experience. It puts her rock band with the orchestra from the high school for a fundraiser for the music programs. Do you think this will work for us? Yes, no, and maybe. It's important that people don't just assume because they are doing something charitable and for a great cause that everybody will buy into it. It's sort of a tragic fact of life. I mean, it would be great if you did something out of the goodness of your heart, for the music programs in your schools, if everybody would jump on. They don't tend to, and a lot of times crowdfunding projects end up getting confusing because the people who have a couple different motives, like putting out their own album and raising funds for something, just end up sort of shortchanging both sides of that coin. There's going to be a small number of people who will be interested in both your project and the cause. There's going to be a lot more people who are either interested in your project or in the cause. If you're going to do a project that incorporates both of them, then you probably need to have sort of two different sets of communications ready, and you definitely need to do your circle of influence exercise and know who you're going to be talking to. Reality is just that people don't just come pledge to fundraisers because it's a good cause. Fundraising is one of the hardest jobs in the world. It's super admirable and amazing things happen from it. But the nonprofit sector, they are so badass. I mean, those people have figured out how to talk to people, make an emotional connection, figure out what people believe in, and get them to pledge. So it's not that makes it harder, not easier. It's not impossible, but you have to be more careful with it.
Yeah, and another layer on top of that, Maggie, that everybody who's still here listening can get something from, is that we see so many times that we haven't actually coined a term for this, but let's coin it right now. We'll call it project confusion. It's like, let's raise this money, and if we hit this amount, we can do a 4-song Christmas EP, our next 2 full lengths, this tour, and we'll buy PR. And if you roll that out as flex goals, cool. But a lot of people really do kind of have too much shit, competing for the focus. And so you really need to go at people with this laser focus. We need this amount of money for this end project, period, and roll it out as that. And I hope that was as clear as I was trying to make it. But that's a really popular way to sort of send your project down the wrong path, which is just not making it clear and about one thing and about one focus thing. Hope that helped.
Yeah. We had a couple other people asking, that we do group